Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Carla Almonte. I am currently affiliated with the Ronin Institute, and today I will be presenting a talk on the examination of the unique squeal in North American River Otter newborn pups. River Otter newborn pups remain inside of the natal hope for approximately 2 months after birth. This makes it difficult to observe them in the wild because not only would you have to locate the natal den, you would also have to find a way to gain access inside of it. Therefore, captive studies are useful in order to gain some insight into what is occurring the initial 2 months after birth. What we do know is that river otter pups are born altricial, requiring a great amount of care from their mother. As well, their eyes and ears are closed at birth. However, auditory canals are open, and they do vocalize shortly after they are born. The vocal repertoire of the North American river otter has been delineated, and it is comprised of 4 primary call types along with 7 subtypes. The 4 primary call types are call types that are universally found in the vocal repertoire of adult North American river otters, while the 7 sub-call types are subversions of the primary calls and are not necessarily found universally in the adult vocal repertoire. For example, the chatter is a call type that is generated when the chirp is expressed in rapid succession, while the squeak is a call type that is generated when the whine and chirp are expressed simultaneously. Furthermore, only newborn pups exhibit the squeal. It is not present in the adult repertoire or the repertoire of pups that have dispersed from the natal den. On a side note, it is important to mention that the whistle has been presented in a previous study. For this study, the whistle has been renamed the squeal after further examination. The questions for this study were, what does the squeal look like visually, and when is the squeal exhibited? The objectives were to obtain visual sonograms of the squeal and quantify the squeal, as well as determine behaviors exhibited by mother and or pups when the squeal is expressed. Data collection occurred in a controlled environment at Beardsley Zoo in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Visual and audio footage was obtained from birth to 14 days after birth, generating 54 usable hours of data. The sample size consisted of 1 adult female and 4 pups. This was the 3rd litter for the given female. At the time, the male was not removed from the exhibit, but remained distant. Data analysis was conducted using iMovie to edit down the data to 10-minute sequences. The 10-minute sequences were then imported into BC Analyze Pro in order to extract squeals and obtain sonograms for each call. 227 calls have been analyzed for frequencies, duration, and interpulse interval. Secondly, a behavior analysis was conducted to record the mother and pup's behavior at the time a squeal was expressed. These behaviors were then coded in order to generate an ethogram. Statistical analysis was conducted using SPSS to generate descriptive stats as well as frequency statistics to not only quantify the squeal, but to also determine during what behavior or behaviors is the squeal most frequently expressed. This is the ethogram that was generated from the behavioral analysis. It shows the behaviors that were exhibited when the squeal was expressed, as well as the definition of each behavior. It also identifies if the behavior was exhibited by the mother, the pups, or both, and also shows the statistical code that was assigned to each behavior. This is the results of the visual and audio analysis. I have included the chirp and the whine as reference, and the images show that the squeal is distinctively unique in appearance from the chirp and the whine. It produces an undulated appearance. I will also play an audio sample of each call. So here is the squeal. The chirp. And lastly, the whine. The results of the descriptive statistics show that the frequencies of the squeal change over time, and this is likely due to the undulated appearance that the squeal produces. Furthermore, the duration is often short. However, at times the squeal can last as long as 199 milliseconds. The results of the frequencies of behaviors show that the squeal is most often expressed when the mother is nuzzling the pups, with 84 squeals being expressed during this behavior. It is also expressed frequently when the mother is self-grooming. This is a behavior of when the mother is grooming herself, not in physical contact with the pups and not engaging with the pups. The results suggest that the squeal is visually and orally unique from all the other calls found in the vocal repertoire of the North American river otter. The results also suggest that it serves two functions: to express comfort as well as act as an attention call. This is because the squeal is most often expressed when the mother is nuzzling the pups, as well as when the mother is not engaged or interacting with the pups. It is likely present in the early days due to the auditory limitations that are present at birth. However, in order to test this theory, it would be important to determine when the squeal dissipates from the repertoire. This would require observing pups from birth to 2 months or the time of dispersal. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to my talk today. I will now leave you with a video of the female giving birth to the first pup. You will note that she immediately tends to and cleans the pup after it is born. The pup did vocalize approximately 1 minute after birth. However, this video will not show that.